Unexpected arrival. The sun was just beginning to rise over the barren landscape, casting a golden glow across the battlefield. The human army was in high spirits, their confidence soaring as they prepared for what they believed would be a decisive clash. They had been anticipating a major battle with their longtime rivals, an alien faction known for its aggression. The soldiers exchanged jokes and reassured one another, their minds focused on the fight ahead. But just as the battle was about to commence, a strange and unsettling sight appeared in the sky. Out of nowhere, a massive alien fleet materialized, their sleek ships shimmering with a menacing glow. The sudden appearance of the alien armada was like a thunderclap, startling everyone on the ground. Soldiers squinted into the distance, their jaws dropping as they tried to make sense of the enormous ships hovering above them. The human commanders, who had been so sure of their strategy, were now grappling with a sudden and terrifying realization. The alien fleet was unlike anything they had ever seen. The ships were enormous, each one glowing with a strange otherworldly light. They moved with a grace and precision that seemed almost too perfect to be real. The human army's advanced technology, which had once seemed so powerful, now looked primitive and weak in comparison. Panic spread like wildfire through the ranks. Soldiers who had been brimming with confidence moments before were now frozen with fear. The once orderly preparations turned into chaotic scrambling as the soldiers tried to understand what was happening. Commanders barked orders, trying to maintain some level of control, but the sight of the alien fleet had shattered their composure. The alien ships did not immediately attack. Instead, they hovered silently, as if waiting for something. The eerie calm of the alien fleet was almost more terrifying than an outright assault. The humans could only watch in tense silence as the massive ships loomed overhead, their powerful energy shields flickering with an ominous glow. As the realization of their situation sank in, the human commanders quickly made a decision. The planned battle was no longer an option. The retreat was ordered, and the once confident army now faced the task of withdrawing under the watchful gaze of the alien fleet. The retreat was a desperate, hasty affair, filled with confusion and fear. The soldiers, who had been so sure of victory, were now fighting to escape the looming threat above. The alien fleet continued to hover, their purpose still unclear. The humans could only wonder what these new, mysterious adversaries had in store for them. As they retreated, one thing was certain. The battle they had prepared for was now overshadowed by a new and more daunting threat: the alien power display. As the human army retreated in disarray, the alien fleet remained suspended in the sky, an imposing reminder of their formidable presence. The once bustling battlefield now echoed with the sounds of retreating vehicles and the anxious chatter of soldiers. The alien ships, with their sleek, metallic surfaces, remained eerily silent, their advanced technology shimmering in the dim light. Hours passed, and the human commanders, now safely ensconced in their fortified base, watched the alien fleet from a distance. The base was abuzz with frantic activity as engineers and strategists scrambled to assess the situation and formulate a new plan. The tension in the command center was palpable. The earlier confidence was replaced with a grim determination to understand their new adversary. Suddenly, the alien fleet sprang into action. The massive ships, which had been hovering motionless, began to move with a precision and speed that seemed almost unnatural. One by one, the ships released small, glowing probes that darted through the sky, scanning the area below. These probes emitted a soft, pulsing light, creating a mesmerizing display that contrasted starkly with the fear and chaos on the ground. The probes descended towards the human base, and as they approached, they unleashed a series of dazzling light beams. The beams struck various targets, including energy shields and communication arrays, disabling them with alarming ease. The humans, watching in disbelief, saw their most advanced defenses crumble under the alien technology. What had once been cutting-edge equipment was now rendered useless in the face of the alien's superior power. As the probes completed their scans, the alien fleet shifted into a new formation. The ships aligned themselves in a perfect geometric pattern, and a soft, low hum filled the air. Suddenly, a blinding beam of energy erupted from the central ship, cutting through the sky and impacting the base's defensive perimeter. The beam sliced through barriers and defenses like they were made of paper, leaving the humans stunned and helpless. The demonstration of power was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The humans had expected a challenge, but the sheer scale and efficiency of the alien technology were beyond their wildest imaginations. The once confident soldiers, now witnessing their defenses being dismantled with such ease, felt a deep sense of dread. Inside the command center, the mood was one of urgency and fear. The aliens' display had left no doubt about their capabilities. The human commanders, realizing the gravity of their situation, began to reassess their strategies and prepare for an uncertain future. The once clear path to victory was now shrouded in uncertainty, as the humans faced a new reality where their enemies were not only superior in technology, but also in their ability to project fear and power. The strategic retreat. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the battlefield, the human commanders faced a stark reality. The alien fleet's display of power had left their defenses in tatters, and the once victorious plans now seemed hopelessly inadequate. With their most advanced technology neutralized and their confidence shattered, the decision was clear. A strategic retreat was the only viable option. The command center was a hive of frantic activity. The soldiers, who had been preparing for a grand battle, were now scrambling to execute a coordinated withdrawal. The retreat order was given, and the once proud human army began to move with a newfound urgency. Vehicles roared to life, and troops hurriedly packed up essential equipment, leaving behind what they could not carry. The retreat was anything but orderly. The initial confusion quickly turned into a chaotic scramble as soldiers rushed to their positions, trying to avoid the alien fleet's gaze. The alien ships, still hovering menacingly in the sky, watched the retreat with an almost detached curiosity. They made no move to interfere, but their presence was a constant reminder of the looming threat. The alien fleet's silence was unnerving. The ships remained perfectly still, their advanced sensors undoubtedly tracking every move made by the retreating humans. The aliens' lack of immediate action only heightened the sense of dread among the soldiers. It was as if they were waiting for the right moment to strike, savoring the humans' predicament. As the human army pulled back, a series of small skirmishes erupted along the retreat route. Stragglers and isolated units found themselves targeted by alien probes that darted in and out, disrupting their progress and causing further panic. The human soldiers fought back bravely, but their efforts were hampered by their disorganized state and the aliens' superior technology. At the rear of the retreat, the human commanders worked feverishly to maintain communication and ensure that the retreating forces stayed as coordinated as possible. They issued orders through makeshift communication channels, trying to keep the retreat organized and minimize losses. Despite their efforts, the chaos and fear were palpable. The retreating forces finally reached the safety of their new base, a heavily fortified position designed to withstand prolonged sieges. Exhausted and demoralized, the soldiers settled in, their minds still reeling from the earlier events. The base's defensive systems were quickly activated, and the commanders began assessing the damage and planning their next steps. As night fell, the human army huddled in their temporary sanctuary, the earlier confidence replaced by a grim realization. They had survived the retreat, but the alien fleet's continued presence loomed as a constant threat. The humans knew that their fight was far from over and that they needed to regroup, strategize, and prepare for whatever came next. The once clear path to victory was now obscured by uncertainty, and the battle for survival had only just begun. The safe haven. In the aftermath of the harrowing retreat, the human army found refuge in their newly established base, nestled in a rugged, isolated terrain far from the battlefield. The base, a fortress of steel and concrete, was designed to offer maximum protection from any threat. The walls were reinforced, and advanced defense systems were activated, creating a formidable barrier against potential attacks. Inside the base, the atmosphere was tense but resolute. Soldiers and commanders alike were busy setting up makeshift command centers, medical stations, and supply depots. The base, though hastily prepared, was a sanctuary where the army could regroup and recover from the chaos of the retreat. The soldiers, though weary, worked diligently to get everything in place, their spirits buoyed by the sense of temporary safety. The human commanders, however, were far from relaxed. In the command center, a high-stakes meeting was underway. The room was filled with maps, data screens, and holographic displays showing the positions of the alien fleet. The faces of the commanders were etched with concern as they reviewed the day's events and assessed their current situation. The leader of the human forces, General Carter, addressed the room with a gravity that underscored the seriousness of their predicament. "We've managed to get out of that mess, but we can't afford to rest easy. The aliens have shown us what they're capable of, and we need to adapt our strategies quickly." The officers around him nodded in agreement, their faces reflecting the weight of their responsibilities. They knew that their next steps would be crucial in determining the outcome of their struggle. They needed to understand the alien technology, improve their defenses, and develop a plan to either negotiate or defend against future attacks. Meanwhile, the soldiers, though relieved to be out of immediate danger, were haunted by the day's events. Many struggled to shake off the fear and uncertainty that had gripped them during the retreat. Conversations among the troops were filled with speculation about the aliens' intentions and the future of their campaign. As night fell, the base's security measures were heightened. Patrols were increased, and surveillance systems were monitored around the clock. Despite the precautions, an air of unease hung over the base. The alien fleet, still visible in the distant sky, was a constant reminder of the formidable challenge that lay ahead. The night was spent in anxious anticipation. Soldiers and commanders alike tried to rest, knowing that they needed to be prepared for whatever might come next. The base, though a temporary safe haven, was now the center of their operations, a place where they would plan their next move and confront the reality of their situation. General Carter and his team worked late into the night, formulating strategies and preparing for the days ahead. They knew that their survival depended not only on their ability to adapt, but also on their capacity to unite and face the alien threat with unwavering resolve. As dawn approached, they were determined to turn their temporary sanctuary into a launching point for a renewed effort, ready to face the challenges that awaited them. Alien contact. The first light of dawn broke over the isolated base, casting a soft glow on the reinforced walls and the soldiers who were beginning their daily routines. The tense atmosphere from the previous day had not fully dissipated, but the human army was focused on the task at hand, understanding their new adversaries and preparing for any eventualities. Just as the morning routine was settling in, an unexpected signal crackled through the base's communication systems. It was a message from the alien fleet. The transmission was unlike anything the humans had encountered before, an alien language of complex symbols and patterns, accompanied by a series of low-frequency tones. The message was clear. The aliens wanted to arrange a meeting. In the command center, General Carter and his senior officers gathered around a holographic display as the alien message was decrypted. The translation revealed an offer of dialogue. The aliens requested a face-to-face meeting, suggesting they had terms or propositions to discuss. The humans were left with a mix of curiosity and apprehension. General Carter considered the message carefully. "It seems the aliens want to talk," he said, addressing his team. "We need to decide how to handle this. It could be a trap, or it could be an opportunity. Either way, we can't ignore it." The officers debated the pros and cons of accepting the invitation. Some argued that engaging in dialogue might offer a chance to understand the aliens' true intentions and possibly negotiate a peaceful resolution. Others were concerned about the potential risks and the possibility that it might be a ploy to gain more leverage. After much discussion, a decision was reached. A small delegation would be sent to meet with the aliens under strict security protocols. The goal was to gather information, assess the aliens' intentions, and explore the possibility of negotiating terms. The delegation, consisting of diplomats, scientists, and a security detail, prepared for the meeting. They were outfitted in the latest protective gear and equipped with advanced communication devices to ensure that they could relay information back to the base in real time. As they boarded their transport, there was an air of cautious optimism mixed with underlying tension. The transport made its way to a designated meeting location, a neutral zone established to facilitate the meeting. The area was an open expanse, surrounded by a temporary barrier to ensure safety. The alien fleet hovered in the sky above, their ships arranged in a pattern that seemed almost ceremonial. As the human delegation arrived, they were greeted by a group of alien representatives. The aliens were humanoid in appearance, but with distinct features that set them apart: slender bodies, elongated limbs, and eyes that glowed with an eerie light. The leader of the alien delegation, a tall figure with a commanding presence, approached the humans with a measured grace. The initial moments of the meeting were marked by a formal exchange of greetings and the presentation of gestures of peace. The aliens made it clear that they were interested in discussing a potential alliance rather than engaging in further conflict. Their offer was accompanied by promises of mutual benefits and a desire to address a common enemy that threatened both species. The humans listened carefully, taking note of every word and gesture. The offer seemed genuine, but the underlying motives remained unclear. The meeting was just the beginning, and the humans knew that much more would need to be understood before any decisions could be made. As the delegation returned to the base, the atmosphere was one of cautious optimism. The aliens had extended an olive branch, but the road ahead was still fraught with uncertainty. The humans were left to ponder the implications of the offer and to prepare for the next steps in their complex and evolving relationship with their new and formidable adversaries. Unraveling motives. The meeting with the alien delegation had left the human commanders with more questions than answers. While the aliens had extended an olive branch, the true intentions behind their offer remained shrouded in mystery. Back at the base, General Carter and his team gathered in the command center to analyze the information they had gathered and to plan their next steps. As the delegation debriefed, the room was filled with a mix of excitement and skepticism. The diplomats and scientists relayed their observations and impressions, highlighting the aliens' sophisticated technology and their apparent desire for a peaceful resolution. However, there were significant concerns about the authenticity of their motives. Dr. Elena Ruiz, the chief scientist, addressed the group. The aliens seem sincere in their offer, but we need to consider that they might have hidden agendas. Their technology is advanced, and their ability to communicate across such vast distances suggests they have resources and capabilities we don't fully understand yet. General Carter nodded in agreement. We need to investigate further. If the aliens truly seek an alliance, we must ensure that their motives align with our interests and that they don't have ulterior plans that could jeopardize our security. To uncover the aliens' true intentions, the human team decided to conduct a thorough analysis of the technology and data they had obtained from the meeting. They focused on deciphering the alien language, studying the design of their ships, and understanding their communication methods. The goal was to uncover any hidden meanings or potential deceptions. In addition to the technical analysis, the commanders also considered the strategic implications of the alien offer. They discussed the possibility of forming an alliance but were cautious about the potential risks. The prospect of a joint effort against a common enemy was appealing, but it also raised questions about the balance of power and the potential for manipulation. As the days passed, the human team worked tirelessly to piece together the puzzle. They examined every detail of the alien technology and cross-referenced it with their own intelligence. They also sought advice from experts and strategists to gain a deeper understanding of the situation. Meanwhile, the alien fleet remained visible but inactive, hovering in the distance as if waiting for a response. The presence of the fleet was a constant reminder of the delicate balance between caution and action. The humans knew that any misstep could lead to further conflict or missed opportunities. One evening, as the analysis reached a critical point, Dr. Ruiz made a breakthrough. She discovered a pattern in the alien language that suggested the possibility of an underlying message, a warning about a greater threat that might be looming. This revelation added a new layer of urgency to the situation. General Carter called an emergency meeting to discuss the findings. Dr. Ruiz has uncovered something significant. It seems the aliens might be warning us about a larger threat. If this is true, our next move must be carefully considered. We need to verify this information and determine if the aliens are indeed offering a genuine alliance or if they have other motives. The team agreed to intensify their investigation and to reach out to the alien delegation for clarification. The stakes were high, and the path forward was fraught with uncertainty. As they prepared for the next phase of their engagement with the aliens, the human commanders knew that the outcome of their decision could have far-reaching consequences for both their own species and the galaxy at large. The hidden threat. The human base was now a hub of activity, driven by the recent discovery of a potential hidden threat suggested by the alien message. General Carter and his team knew that they needed to act swiftly to verify the information and determine the true nature of the danger they might be facing. Dr. Elena Ruiz and her team continued their analysis of the alien technology and language. They discovered that the pattern Dr. Ruiz had found hinted at the existence of a hostile force that the aliens might be warning them about. The new threat, if it existed, could change the dynamics of their current predicament. General Carter convened a high-level meeting with his top advisors to discuss the findings. The command center was filled with tension as the team reviewed the latest intelligence and considered their options. "We've discovered indications of a larger threat," General Carter said, addressing the room. "If the aliens are warning us about this, we need to understand more about what we're dealing with. We also need to assess whether aligning with the aliens could help us in facing this threat." The advisors agreed that more information was crucial. They decided to send a reconnaissance team to the location hinted at by the alien message, which was believed to be an area where the threat might be emerging. The goal was to gather intelligence and verify the nature of the danger. The reconnaissance team, composed of elite soldiers and intelligence experts, prepared for their mission with a mixture of anticipation and apprehension. They equipped themselves with the latest surveillance gear and set out for the designated area. The journey was fraught with potential hazards, but the team was determined to uncover the truth. As the team approached the area indicated by the alien message, they found a desolate landscape marked by strange energy readings and unusual phenomena. The terrain was rugged, and the atmosphere was tinged with an eerie, otherworldly glow. The team set up their equipment and began scanning the surroundings for any signs of activity. Hours of scanning revealed unsettling findings. The energy readings indicated the presence of large alien constructs buried beneath the surface, structures that seemed to be of immense size and power. The team also detected signs of recent activity, suggesting that these constructs might be operational or about to become so. The leader of the reconnaissance team, Lieutenant Harris, reported back to the command center. "We found what appears to be massive alien structures underground. The energy levels are off the charts, and there's evidence of recent activity. It looks like we might be dealing with something far more dangerous than we initially thought." The report confirmed the fears of the human commanders. The new threat was not only real but potentially catastrophic. General Carter convened an emergency strategy session to decide on the next steps. "We need to confront this threat head-on," General Carter declared. "If the aliens are warning us about this, it could mean they're also at risk. We need to prepare for possible conflict and determine if we can use this situation to our advantage. Our next move will be crucial in determining the future of our fight." With the threat now confirmed, the human army began mobilizing resources and preparing for a possible confrontation. The intelligence gathered by the reconnaissance team would be used to develop strategies and defenses. The team also prepared to engage with the aliens once more, seeking clarity on their warning and exploring potential alliances that could strengthen their position against the looming danger. As preparations continued, the human commanders were acutely aware that their choices in the coming days could shape the outcome of their struggle and impact the balance of power in the galaxy. The hidden threat had brought a new level of urgency to their mission, and the stakes had never been higher. The unexpected alliance. As the human commanders and their teams worked tirelessly to prepare for the emerging threat, the tension within the base was palpable. The potential scale of the danger they faced created a sense of urgency, and the need to act quickly became evident. The threat was becoming more tangible, and the possibility of a strategic alliance with the aliens seemed increasingly crucial. General Carter decided it was time to revisit the alien delegation. The goal was to gain more information about the threat and to assess whether an alliance could offer a mutual benefit. He knew that the situation required delicate diplomacy and a careful balance of trust and skepticism. A new meeting was arranged with the alien representatives. This time, the discussions were more focused on the specifics of the threat that had been uncovered. The alien leader, a tall figure with a calm demeanor, welcomed the human delegation once again. "We appreciate your swift response and willingness to discuss further," the alien leader began. "The threat we warned you about is real and imminent. It is a hostile force that could endanger both our species. We believe that by working together, we can counter this danger effectively." The alien leader elaborated on the threat, revealing that it was an ancient and malevolent entity that had been dormant for centuries. This entity, known as the Exarach, was a powerful and destructive force that had the ability to consume entire worlds. The alien species had long been aware of its existence and had been preparing defenses to contain it. The human delegates listened intently as the alien leader described the nature of the Exarach and the preparations that had been made to keep it at bay. The information was sobering and underscored the gravity of the situation. The threat was not only real but also far more dangerous than the immediate conflict between the humans and the aliens. General Carter responded thoughtfully. "Given the scale of this threat, we need to understand more about the Exarach and the role each of us will play in addressing it. We must ensure that our collaboration is based on mutual benefit and clear objectives." The alien leader agreed and proposed a joint operation to confront the Exarach. The plan involved combining their resources and expertise to develop a strategy for neutralizing the threat. The aliens offered to share their advanced technology and intelligence, while the humans would contribute their military experience and tactical skills. The terms of the alliance were carefully negotiated. Both sides agreed on a framework for cooperation, including the sharing of information, joint military operations, and mutual support in the event of an attack. The alliance was formalized with a shared commitment to face the Exarach together and to work towards the common goal of safeguarding their respective civilizations. As the agreement was reached, there was a sense of cautious optimism among the human commanders. The alliance with the aliens represented a significant shift in their approach and offered a new avenue for addressing the threat. The shared goal of defeating the Exarach created a common purpose that transcended previous conflicts. In the days that followed, both the human and alien forces began preparations for the joint operation. They conducted joint drills, shared technological insights, and coordinated their strategies. The alliance strengthened as both sides recognized the value of their combined efforts and the importance of working together. The new alliance marked a turning point in the conflict. The threat of the Exarach loomed large, but the unity forged between the humans and aliens provided a glimmer of hope. As they prepared for the confrontation, the combined forces stood ready to face the challenge, knowing that their survival depended on their ability to work together and confront the danger head-on. The Exarach awakens. With the alliance solidified and preparations underway, the combined human and alien forces were poised for a crucial operation. The Joint Task Force, comprised of the best soldiers, scientists, and strategists from both sides, had developed a comprehensive plan to confront the Exarach. They knew that the next phase of their mission would determine the fate of their civilizations. As the operation commenced, the atmosphere was charged with a blend of anticipation and anxiety. The human and alien forces mobilized to a staging area near the suspected location of the Xerxes emergence. The terrain was harsh and desolate, marked by strange energy readings that indicated the presence of the dormant threat. The plan was to deploy specialized teams to assess the Xerxes condition and to implement countermeasures based on their findings. Advanced technology and weaponry were readied, and communication channels between the human and alien forces were established to ensure seamless coordination. The initial phase of the operation involved a reconnaissance mission to gather more detailed information about the Xerxes awakening. The joint teams, equipped with state-of-the-art gear, descended into the area of interest. The alien technology provided them with enhanced scanning capabilities, while human tactical expertise guided their approach. As they ventured deeper into the alien structures, the team encountered increasingly intense energy signatures. The environment was eerie and foreboding, with an unsettling calm that belied the danger lurking beneath. The alien constructs, massive and intricate, seemed to pulse with an ominous energy. The reconnaissance teams detected signs that the Xerxes was indeed awakening. Tremors and energy fluctuations indicated that the entity was stirring from its long slumber. The data collected was alarming. Vital signs suggested that the Xerxes power was growing, and its influence was spreading through the surrounding area. Lieutenant Harris, leading the human reconnaissance team, relayed the findings to the command center. "We've confirmed that the Xerxes is waking up. The energy readings are escalating rapidly, and we're detecting increasing activity in the surrounding structures. We need to act fast before it becomes fully operational." The urgency of the situation was clear. General Carter and the alien leaders convened to discuss their next steps. The combined forces needed to implement their strategy without delay. The plan involved a coordinated assault to neutralize the Xerxes influence and prevent it from reaching its full potential. The assault force, a blend of human and alien troops, prepared for the engagement. Their strategy focused on a multi-pronged approach, deploying advanced weaponry to disrupt the Xerxes energy sources, using alien technology to counteract its power, and employing human tactical skills to execute precise strikes. As the combined forces moved into position, the atmosphere was tense with the anticipation of the confrontation. The moment of truth had arrived, and the fate of both civilizations hinged on their ability to work together and overcome the formidable threat. The battle against the Xerxes was fierce and chaotic. The entity's power was immense, and its influence over the environment created a volatile and dangerous battlefield. The combined forces fought valiantly, using their unique strengths and technology to combat the onslaught. Despite the intensity of the conflict, there was a sense of unity and determination among the troops. The alliance between humans and aliens had forged a strong bond, and their combined efforts were making a difference. The fight was far from over, but the resolve of the Allied forces gave them hope that they could overcome the Xerxes and secure a future for their civilizations. The battle intensifies. The battle against the Xerxes escalated as the Allied forces, human and alien alike, faced the full brunt of the entity's formidable power. The Xerxes' influence had transformed the battlefield into a nightmarish landscape of shifting energy fields and violent distortions. The combined forces pressed on, determined to push back the encroaching threat. The human and alien troops fought valiantly, their coordinated efforts a testament to the strength of their alliance. Advanced weaponry and alien technology worked in tandem, creating a synchronized assault aimed at disrupting the Xerxes' energy sources. Despite their efforts, the Xerxes proved to be a relentless adversary, its power growing with each passing moment. General Carter, positioned at the command center, watched the battle unfold through a series of live feeds and holographic displays. The situation was dire, and the intensity of the conflict was taking its toll on both sides. The Allied forces were making progress, but the Xerxes' resilience and the chaotic environment presented significant challenges. Status report. General Carter demanded, his voice cutting through the din of activity in the command center. Lieutenant Harris, coordinating the field operations, responded with a grim tone. "We're making headway, but the Exarach's defenses are tough. We've managed to disable several energy nodes, but its core power source remains intact. The entity is adapting to our tactics, and we're encountering increasingly violent energy fluctuations." The alien leaders, who had joined the command center, shared their own observations. "The Exarach is drawing power from multiple sources, including the alien constructs we discovered. We need to focus on disrupting these connections to weaken its hold and create an opportunity for a decisive strike." The plan was adjusted in real time based on the latest intelligence. The Allied forces redoubled their efforts, targeting the Exarach's energy nodes with precision strikes. The environment continued to shift unpredictably, making coordination and communication crucial. As the battle raged on, a breakthrough occurred. The combined forces discovered a critical vulnerability in the Exarach's power network. By focusing their efforts on a central energy conduit, they managed to cause a significant disruption in the entity's power flow. The Exarach's energy levels began to fluctuate erratically, indicating that their strategy was having an effect. The Allied forces seized the opportunity to launch a concentrated assault on the weakened core of the Exarach. The intense battle reached a climax as they deployed their most powerful weapons and technology to deliver a decisive blow. The combined effort of the human and alien forces culminated in a dramatic moment. The Exarach's core, overloaded and destabilized, emitted a blinding burst of energy. The entity's influence began to wane, and the chaotic distortions in the environment started to subside. With the Exarach's power waning, the Allied forces pressed their advantage. The entity's resistance weakened, and the final stages of the battle saw the coordinated assault bringing the confrontation to a close. The Exarach was pushed back into dormancy, its immediate threat neutralized. The battlefield fell silent as the Allied forces regrouped. The combined effort had been successful, but the cost of the battle was evident. Both human and alien troops were weary and wounded, but their triumph over the Exarach was a hard-earned victory. General Carter and the alien leaders met to assess the aftermath of the conflict. The alliance had proven its strength, and the joint operation had achieved its goal. However, the experience had also highlighted the complexities of their partnership and the challenges they would face in the future. As the Allied forces tended to their wounded and began the process of recovery, there was a sense of relief and accomplishment. The immediate threat had been quelled, but the lessons learned from the battle would shape their ongoing relationship and their approach to future challenges. The battle against the Exarach had forged a stronger bond between the human and alien forces, and the successful collaboration provided a foundation for future cooperation. The victory was a testament to the power of unity and the strength of their alliance in the face of overwhelming adversity. Aftermath and rebuilding. In the wake of the intense battle against the Exarach, both the human and alien forces were left to grapple with the aftermath of their hard-fought victory. The battlefield, once a chaotic zone of conflict, had transformed into a scene of quiet reflection and rebuilding. The combined forces faced the task of restoring their operations and addressing the significant toll the battle had taken on their resources and personnel. General Carter, along with the alien leaders, convened a debriefing session to evaluate the results of their joint operation and to plan for the future. The command center was filled with both human and alien officers, all eager to discuss the implications of their recent victory and to strategize on the next steps. The battle against the Exarach was a significant achievement. General Carter began, addressing the assembly. "Our alliance has proven its worth, and our combined efforts have prevented a catastrophic threat. However, we must now focus on the recovery and rebuilding process. We need to assess the damage, support our troops, and ensure that we're prepared for any potential repercussions." The alien leaders agreed, emphasizing the importance of rebuilding trust and cooperation after the battle. "Our shared victory is a testament to the strength of our alliance," the alien leader said. We must now work together to heal the wounds left by the conflict and to address any lingering threats. This is also an opportunity to strengthen our partnership and ensure that we are better prepared for future challenges. As the debriefing continued, teams were assigned specific tasks to address the immediate needs of the recovery effort. Engineers and scientists worked to repair and restore damaged equipment, while medical personnel provided care to the wounded and ensured that all necessary resources were available for their recovery. In addition to the physical repairs, there was a focus on psychological support for the troops. The trauma of the battle had left its mark on many, and both human and alien counselors were brought in to provide counseling and support services. The goal was to help everyone process the experience and to foster a sense of resilience and unity. As the days passed, the base began to show signs of recovery. The joint efforts of the human and alien forces in rebuilding and reestablishing operations highlighted the strength of their alliance. The collaboration extended beyond the battlefield, with teams working side by side to address the various challenges they faced. The alien representatives also took the opportunity to offer their gratitude and recognition for the human contributions to the battle. Ceremonies were held to honor the bravery and sacrifice of the troops from both sides. The mutual respect and camaraderie forged during the conflict became a cornerstone of their ongoing relationship. The successful outcome of the operation against the HFY provided a renewed sense of purpose for the alliance. Both sides recognized the value of their partnership and the importance of continuing their cooperation. Plans were made to strengthen their collaboration further, including joint training exercises, technology exchanges, and strategic planning sessions. As the base returned to a semblance of normalcy, General Carter and the alien leaders reflected on the significance of their joint victory. The battle had been a defining moment for their alliance, demonstrating the power of unity and cooperation in the face of overwhelming adversity. With the immediate threat neutralized and the rebuilding process underway, the focus shifted to preparing for any future challenges. The lessons learned from the HFY conflict would guide their future efforts, and the strengthened alliance provided a solid foundation for facing whatever lay ahead. The experience had forged a lasting bond between the human and alien forces, and their collaboration would continue to evolve and strengthen. The victory over the HFY was not just a triumph over a formidable enemy, but also a testament to the potential for unity and cooperation in the face of cosmic challenges. A new threat emerges. As the joint human-alien base continued its recovery efforts, a sense of cautious optimism pervaded the camp. The alliance had successfully defeated the HFY and restored some stability, but the peace was short-lived. Reports of unusual energy readings and strange phenomena began to surface, suggesting that new threats might be on the horizon. General Carter and the alien leaders were alerted to the anomalies. The intelligence reports indicated that the disturbances were unlike anything previously encountered. The energy signatures were erratic and resembled nothing in the known data archives. The initial assessments suggested that these disturbances could be linked to another, potentially more dangerous entity. "We need to investigate these new anomalies immediately," General Carter stated during an emergency briefing. "The recent battle showed us that threats can arise quickly and unexpectedly. We can't afford to be caught off guard again." The alien leader, recognizing the gravity of the situation, agreed. "Our sensors have also detected these unusual readings. It's crucial that we address this issue before it escalates. We must deploy a task force to investigate and assess the nature of this new threat." A specialized team was assembled, comprising the best scientists, engineers, and field operatives from both human and alien forces. Their mission was to investigate the energy disturbances and determine if they represented a genuine threat. The team was equipped with advanced scanning technology and analytical tools to aid in their investigation. As the team approached the source of the anomalies, they encountered a series of strange phenomena. The energy readings fluctuated wildly, and the environment appeared to be affected by an unknown force. The terrain was distorted, with inexplicable changes in gravity and spatial orientation. The lead scientist, Dr. Elena Morales, worked to analyze the data collected from the field. The energy patterns we're observing are unlike anything we've seen before. It's as if there's a new form of energy or technology at play here. We need to determine its origin and purpose. The team set up advanced scanning equipment to probe deeper into the source of the disturbances. As they conducted their analysis, they discovered that the anomalies were originating from an ancient buried structure. The structure appeared to be a remnant of a long-lost civilization, hidden beneath layers of rock and debris. The discovery was both intriguing and concerning. The alien leaders speculated that the structure could be connected to a previously unknown race or an ancient technology with potentially dangerous capabilities. "We need to explore this structure further," the alien leader advised. "It may hold crucial information about the nature of the disturbances and any potential threats." The team initiated an excavation of the buried structure. As they uncovered the entrance, they encountered a series of advanced security measures and protective barriers. The technology was sophisticated and appeared to be designed to prevent unauthorized access. After carefully navigating the security systems, the team entered the structure. Inside, they found evidence of a highly advanced civilization, including strange artifacts and technology that defied conventional understanding. The central chamber contained a large, mysterious device emitting the energy disturbances. Dr. Morales and the alien scientists worked together to analyze the device. They discovered that it was a powerful energy generator, capable of manipulating space and time. The device had been activated unintentionally, causing the anomalies they had been experiencing. The implications of their discovery were significant. The device's activation had the potential to disrupt the stability of space and time in the region. The team realized that they needed to disable the device to prevent further disturbances and potential dangers. As they worked to deactivate the device, the team faced unexpected challenges. The device's advanced technology resisted their efforts, and the process of shutting it down proved to be complex and risky. The task force operated under immense pressure, knowing that the stability of their region depended on their success. With careful coordination and the combined expertise of human and alien scientists, they managed to disable the device and halt the energy disturbances. The immediate crisis was averted, but the discovery of the ancient structure and its technology raised new questions. The team knew that their findings could have far-reaching implications for their understanding of the universe and the nature of cosmic threats. The mission's success demonstrated the strength of the alliance and their ability to address emerging challenges. Together, as the team returned to base, they prepared to share their findings with the broader coalition and to plan for future investigations and preparations. The experience underscored the need for vigilance and collaboration in an ever-changing and unpredictable universe. The unraveling mystery. With the ancient device deactivated and the immediate threat contained, the Allied forces turned their attention to the next steps. The discovery of the buried structure and its technology opened up new avenues of investigation. General Carter and the alien leaders were keen to understand the full extent of the implications and how they might impact their future operations. Dr. Elena Morales and her team continued their analysis of the recovered artifacts and the structure's technology. Their goal was to decipher the purpose of the device and to determine if there were any remaining threats or hidden capabilities. The Alliance's combined scientific resources were focused on this critical task. In the command center, General Carter convened a meeting with the key personnel involved in the investigation. "We've managed to disable the device, but the structure and its technology hold secrets we haven't fully uncovered yet," he said. "We need to analyze the data and artifacts thoroughly to ensure that there are no lingering threats or potential for future complications." The alien leader added, "Our understanding of the ancient civilization's technology could provide valuable insights into our own research and defense strategies. We must work together to unravel these mysteries." The scientific team delved into the data, analyzing the ancient texts, blueprints, and technology found within the structure. They discovered that the civilization that had built the device possessed advanced knowledge of energy manipulation and dimensional physics. The device appeared to be a form of experimental technology, possibly designed for interstellar travel or as a weapon of immense power. As they continued their research, the team identified a series of complex equations and schematics that hinted at the device's intended purpose. It became clear that the ancient civilization had intended to harness the device's power for exploration or defense, but something had gone awry, leading to its current dormant state. The research revealed that the energy fluctuations and disturbances they had experienced were a result of the device's malfunctioning control systems. The ancient technology had inadvertently activated a series of cosmic distortions, creating the anomalies they had encountered. One of the critical findings was a set of instructions indicating that the device could be reprogrammed or modified to stabilize the energy fields and prevent future disturbances. Dr. Morales and her team began working on a plan to recalibrate the device's systems to ensure it would not pose any further risks. In the meantime, the alien and human forces continued their collaborative efforts to strengthen their alliance and prepare for potential threats. The discovery of the ancient technology had reinforced the importance of their partnership and the need for ongoing cooperation. The scientists also began to explore the potential applications of the recovered technology. They theorized that elements of the ancient design could be adapted for their own use, enhancing their capabilities in areas such as energy generation, propulsion, and defensive systems. As the work progressed, the Alliance held a series of strategic meetings to discuss the implications of their findings. The ancient technology could provide valuable insights and advancements, but it also posed potential risks if not handled properly. The Alliance needed to balance the benefits of the technology with the need for caution and control. General Carter and the alien leaders emphasized the importance of maintaining vigilance and transparency throughout the research process. They agreed to share their findings with the broader coalition and to develop a comprehensive plan for integrating the technology while mitigating any risks. The successful deactivation of the device and the progress made in understanding the ancient civilization's technology marked a significant achievement for the Alliance. The experience highlighted the power of collaboration and the value of pooling their expertise to address complex challenges. As the team continued their work, they remained focused on ensuring the stability and security of their region. The unraveling mystery of the ancient device had opened up new possibilities for their future endeavors and reinforced their commitment to working together in the face of uncertainty. The Alliance's unity and determination remained strong, and their collective efforts set the stage for further exploration and discovery. The lessons learned from the encounter with the Exarac and the ancient technology had prepared them for the next chapter in their journey, one that would continue to test their resolve and shape their destiny. The hidden agenda. As the research on the ancient technology progressed, an unexpected development occurred. During routine maintenance of the command center's data systems, a series of encrypted messages were discovered. The messages appeared to be from an unknown source, and their content suggested that there might be a hidden agenda behind the disturbances they had encountered. Dr. Elena Morales and her team were the first to analyze the messages. The encrypted data hinted at a conspiracy involving factions within both human and alien societies. The messages suggested that someone had intentionally manipulated the ancient device to create the anomalies and to stabilize the region. General Carter and the alien leaders were immediately informed of the discovery. An emergency meeting was convened to address the potential threat posed by the hidden agenda. The atmosphere in the command center was tense as the implications of the encrypted messages were discussed. "We have reason to believe that the recent disturbances were not entirely accidental," General Carter began. "The messages indicate that there may be individuals or groups who have a vested interest in causing chaos and manipulating the situation to their advantage." The alien leader, visibly concerned, added, "If there are factions working against our alliance, we need to identify them and understand their motives. This could have serious repercussions for our ongoing cooperation and our security." The task force responsible for investigating the encrypted messages was expanded to include intelligence experts and security personnel from both sides. Their mission was to decrypt the messages fully, identify the source, and uncover the hidden agenda behind the manipulation of the ancient device. As the investigation progressed, it became clear that the encrypted messages were part of a larger, coordinated effort to sow discord between the human and alien forces. The messages hinted at a shadowy organization operating behind the scenes, with access to both human and alien technology. This organization seemed intent on exploiting the recent conflict for their own gain. Dr. Morales and her team worked tirelessly to piece together the clues from the decrypted messages. They discovered that the shadowy organization had been manipulating information and creating false leads to incite mistrust and confusion. Their goal appeared to be to undermine the alliance and create division. The investigation revealed that the organization had been involved in several covert operations, including attempts to sabotage key technology and spread misinformation. The ancient device had been targeted as a means to trigger a crisis that would weaken the alliance's cohesion. General Carter and the alien leaders faced a crucial decision. They needed to address the threat posed by the shadowy organization while maintaining the integrity of their alliance. The potential for internal conflict and sabotage was a serious concern, and they needed to act swiftly to neutralize the threat. A joint task force was assembled to track down and confront the members of the shadowy organization. The task force included elite operatives from both human and alien forces, equipped with advanced technology and intelligence resources. Their mission was to locate the organization's headquarters and dismantle their operations. As the task force launched their operation, they encountered resistance from well-coordinated and well-equipped adversaries. The mission was fraught with danger, but the determination of the Allied forces drove them forward. They conducted a series of targeted raids, gathering crucial intelligence and dismantling the organization's infrastructure. During the final confrontation, the task force uncovered the leader of the shadowy organization, who turned out to be a high-ranking official from one of the Allied factions. The official had been using their position to orchestrate the manipulations and create chaos for personal gain. The capture of the leader and the dismantling of the organization's operations marked a significant victory for the Alliance. The threat of internal sabotage was neutralized, and the integrity of the partnership was restored. The experience served as a sobering reminder of the challenges that came with maintaining unity in the face of external and internal threats. As the dust settled, General Carter and the alien leaders reaffirmed their commitment to their alliance. They vowed to remain vigilant and to address any future threats with the same determination and cooperation that had led them through the crisis. The discovery of the hidden agenda and the successful resolution of the internal threat strengthened the alliance and reinforced the importance of trust and collaboration. The Allies emerged from the ordeal with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper understanding of the complexities of their partnership. With the shadowy organization defeated and the immediate threats addressed, the focus shifted back to rebuilding and strengthening the alliance. The experience had tested their resolve and demonstrated the power of unity in overcoming adversity. As they looked to the future, the Allies were prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead with confidence and determination. A new era of cooperation. With the shadowy organization's threat neutralized and their plans thwarted, the human and alien forces focused on solidifying their alliance and ensuring that their cooperation would lead to a stronger, more resilient partnership. The events had underscored the importance of trust, transparency, and mutual support in the face of adversity. General Carter and the alien leaders convened a series of high-level meetings to address the next steps for their alliance. They reviewed the lessons learned from the recent challenges and discussed strategies to enhance their joint operations and prevent future threats. We've faced numerous challenges, but our ability to overcome them together has proven the strength of our alliance, General Carter said during one of the meetings. It's time to build on this foundation and create a more robust framework for our cooperation. The alien leader agreed, adding, "Our partnership has shown great promise, and we must now work to ensure its long-term success. We need to implement new measures to enhance our joint capabilities and address any potential vulnerabilities." A new era of cooperation. With the shadowy organization's threat neutralized and their plans thwarted, the human and alien forces focused on solidifying their alliance and ensuring that their cooperation would lead to a stronger, more resilient partnership. The events had underscored the importance of trust, transparency, and mutual support in the face of adversity. General Carter and the alien leaders convened a series of high-level meetings to address the next steps for their alliance. They reviewed the lessons learned from the recent challenges and discussed strategies to enhance their joint operations and prevent future threats. We've faced numerous challenges, but our ability to overcome them together has proven the strength of our alliance, General Carter said during one of the meetings. It's time to build on this foundation and create a more robust framework for our cooperation. The alien leader agreed, adding, "Our partnership has shown great promise, and we must now work to ensure its long-term success. We need to implement new measures to enhance our joint capabilities and address any potential vulnerabilities." The alliance focused on several key areas for improvement. Enhanced security measures. The recent threat from the shadowy organization highlighted the need for improved security protocols and intelligence sharing mechanisms. The Allies implemented new measures to protect sensitive information, safeguard their technology, and monitor for any signs of internal or external threats. Strengthened communication channels. To foster better communication and coordination, the Alliance established new channels for real-time information sharing and collaborative decision-making. This included joint command centers and secure communication networks to facilitate quick responses to emerging situations. Joint training and exercises. Recognizing the value of practical experience, the Allies initiated a series of joint training exercises and simulations. These activities were designed to enhance the interoperability of their forces, improve their responses to various scenarios, and build stronger bonds between their personnel. Research and development collaboration. The successful handling of the ancient technology had demonstrated the benefits of pooling their scientific expertise. The Alliance launched collaborative research projects to explore new technological advancements and innovations, leveraging the strengths of both human and alien knowledge. Public outreach and diplomacy. To solidify their partnership in the eyes of their respective populations, the Alliance engaged in public outreach and diplomatic efforts. They held joint press conferences, shared information about their successes, and promoted the positive impact of their cooperation on their societies. As the Alliance worked on these initiatives, the atmosphere at the base and across their respective territories was one of renewed optimism and determination. The recent challenges had tested their resolve, but the successful resolution of those challenges had strengthened their commitment to working together. One of the first major joint projects was the construction of a new research facility dedicated to exploring the potential of the ancient technology. The facility was a symbol of their collaboration and a testament to their shared vision for the future. Scientists, engineers, and researchers from both sides worked side by side, exploring new frontiers and pushing the boundaries of their collective knowledge. The facility also served as a hub for training and development, where personnel from both human and alien forces could participate in hands-on exercises and simulations. The collaborative environment fostered a deeper understanding and appreciation of each other's capabilities and cultures. As time passed, the Alliance's efforts began to yield tangible results. The new security measures and communication channels proved effective in preventing potential threats, while the joint training exercises and research projects strengthened their operational capabilities. The successful handling of the recent crisis and the subsequent efforts to enhance their partnership demonstrated the resilience and adaptability of the Alliance. The experience had reinforced their belief in the power of cooperation and the importance of working together to achieve common goals. As the Allied forces continued their joint endeavors, they remained vigilant and prepared for any future challenges. The lessons learned from their experiences had shaped their approach to collaboration, and their commitment to each other's success remained unwavering. The new era of cooperation marked a turning point in their relationship, setting the stage for continued progress and achievement. The alliance's ability to navigate adversity and emerge stronger together served as a powerful reminder of the potential for unity in the face of uncertainty. Looking to the future, General Carter and the alien leaders were confident that their partnership would continue to thrive and evolve. The strength of their alliance was a testament to their shared values, their determination, and their unwavering commitment to each other. As they faced the future with hope and confidence, the Allies were prepared to embrace new opportunities and tackle any challenges that lay ahead. The journey they had undertaken together had forged a lasting bond, and their shared vision for a better future guided their path forward.